Welcome back, brothers and sisters. It's your boy C Pizzle. I'm here with my lovely, lovely co-hosts, my peoples, ultimate photographer of San Diego, Mr. Rashad. Salute. Got my girl Rady.
Hey y'all.
Of course, you got your girl Ness, local player from the Himalayas. Local player from the Himalayas.
You so stupid. You're so silly.
So both of us had vacations this weekend.
I think all of us.
Yeah, all of us.
All of us.
Too.
Yeah, he said just got back from Chicago.
Everybody was in. So y'all, you did Vegas, Rady?
I did Vegas, yes. Oof, did I ever? Had a great time.
You did Vegas too, Rashad?
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago. Or was it last week? I don't know. I don't remember.
And you went to Houston, Nessa?
I went to Jamaica and then I turned around and went to Virginia. And then, yes, I just came back from Houston last night. So back-to-back trips for the last 3 weeks. Ooh, girl, I don't know how I'm here.
You was getting flued out. Ain't that what they call it? They say you getting flued out. You was getting flued out.
No. Just Jamaica-ish.
You got flued out. Yeah, Wagwan, brethren. What do you do?
Fun times.
Don't prepare me on God.
Balcony back shots. No, I'm just joking.
Would have been on your balcony.
Box shot, somehow you got. Big me not.
Bumble clock. Bumble clock back balcony back shot.
Yeah. Ness was up to no good, huh? You was up to no good, huh, Ness? You was up to no good out there. Heathenism. I should call it heathenism.
I thought that's what it was. I thought it was.
It's heathenism.
I thought it was heathenism.
Oh no,
oh, it's not
heathenism for you heathens out there.
Gotcha. I thought that's where that came from. Learn something new every day. All right.
Yeah. So.
And you was in Chicago?
I was in the Shy City. I'm coming home again.
What's in the Shy? Summertime Shy, I heard is lit.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I actually love Chicago. That's my first time there, but it's a lovely place, man. I'm telling you, like the way it's set up and decked out, you'd be like, damn. I guess probably people think that about San Diego, but like, man, the way niggas getting their boots smoked out here, getting their top popped. You know what I'm saying? But out there, like downtown Chicago, I ain't seen no gangsters, I ain't seen nothing. It was just beautiful places, nice architectural style buildings and everything down there. It was
have the water going through the middle, right?
Yeah, got the water going through the city. I just kept thinking about Batman. I kept thinking about it being Gotham City. Like that was just like cool as fuck to me.
That's actually one of my on my bucket list, which I've actually been, but it was when I was in the Navy and we didn't get much time to, explore. So I want to go back as a civilian and just eat and, vibe out, take some cute pictures. I want to go when it gets cold because I want to take like cute winter pictures with the city and, the whole aesthetic thing.
Yeah, I ain't fuck with that winter shit, but not with that winter shit in Chicago.
Yeah. I heard they have really, really harsh winters. So maybe fall.
Look, the city is a beautiful place, and I got an aunt that stays in Grays Lake up north. So that was pretty cool. I mean, that's real suburban. I couldn't do it. I was looking around telling them, "Fucking hell no! I already got them trees and shit." It looked like, it had that old Midwest type of look, like shit you be looking at.
Home Alone movies.
Yeah, the Temptations looking like shit, and some niggas. It look like, and Chicago ain't got no bitches. I'm tell you that right now.
No way.
You probably got some ghetto bitches, but listen, I put my Hinge on, I put my dating app on early out there in Chicago. See what I'm getting mad. I'm getting matched all kind of skinny Cracker Barrel looking white hoes. Shit, like no bad bitches was trying to match me. One cute chick, like the day I was leaving, actually matched me. But look, I walked.
You must have been up north.
No,
I was gonna say because I know Chicago got some.
That's what you. So
they got Spanish. They got Spanish. They got an Asian community.
In the hood, they probably was using Tinder or Bumble. I'm not. I got it, but I don't use it. I don't even check it. Like
what was you on?
I only use my Hinge because you get a little bit more sophisticated people on there. Tinder, Bumble, that's just ratchet. But this is my thing: walking through downtown and looking at all the women that was walking around and being at the bars. And I'm telling you, listen, we went to Bavette's, I believe, it's a real high-end steakhouse. And it was, I guess they call that the the Vicodin circle, not Vicodin. What's that blue pill called that motherfuckers use?
Viagra.
They call it the Viagra Triangle or Viagra Circle or something. They say that's what all the rich politicians, rich people go to trick off on, right? So we in the steakhouse, and to the left of us, we was in a booth, the 7 of us, right? Because we went for a fantasy draft. Every year we travel somewhere to do our fantasy football draft, right? The bros get together, get out the house from their wives, but I'm single, so I can get out. But feel for them. But yeah, so the booth left to the left of us had this older white trick in there with this bare minimum 5 to 6 looking black broad, right? She was I'm talking about look trash. I almost thought she was training or something. Like she didn't look like nothing. She was tall, didn't
That's
look
how they like them. That's how they like them. Tall,
she looked
skinny.
like nothing, right?
Mhm.
To the booth to the right of us, a couple old school black cats, right? One had a goofy shirt on, a Gucci shirt on, with a goofy little tracksuit, you know, like one of them old school niggas that be trying to still look young, like think it look cool, and oh, this is Gucci. And they had a little on, and they
looking a mess.
had, yeah, exactly, tacky.
Mhm.
2 weak ass black bitches with them too, right? And I'm like, damn, this the best y'all do a trick. I'm like, man, let me go get some hoes and bring them out of Chicago because this shit crazy. Y'all niggas, we clean up. I'm San Diego hoes, we'll clean up in Chicago. Y'all hit me. I got the plan. So but yeah, they was trash. We went to the we had this bar. We was at this bar downtown. It was weak when we first got there. We got there at 12, so wasn't nobody really there like that yet. But you know, we setting up our fantasy draft stuff. By the time we left 4, 5 o'clock, oh shoot, your thing done tilted and turned now. Y'all you done messed it up, Brady.
Sorry. Somebody called me. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. So what ended up happening was
Pause your story. Pause.
Are we good?
No, it's still sideways. But so what ended up happening was we went to what do we do? Y'all messing me up.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how to go through it.
Yeah, you ain't got technical difficulties. Should just let them
Somebody called, so I didn't know what to do.
I don't know how. Because last time there was a little thing right there. All I had to do was click it.
You gotta fold your or put it to the side yourself.
No, we are on the side.
We did.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah, we had this issue before. We fixed it. Here, let's close out and come right back in. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, I might close us out too.
No, I did it.
You got to get that shit together.
They backed out?
Yeah.
No, we here. All right. Are we good?
Yeah, good. Yeah. So we was at this bar. The first day we went to a bar right across the street from Wrigley Field called Smoke Daddies, right? All kind of people in there, no hoes. The Cubs was playing the Yankees.
Nothing.
I ain't seen nothing. The Cubs is playing the Yankees.
No, I feel you.
There's people downtown. I ain't seen nothing we're trying to talk to and holler at, right? To go to the next day and then we went to Bethesda that night, seen a weak ass bar with them older tricks, and then somebody was telling us about it. They called that, I think that might have been a front desk receptionist girl, or somebody was calling it the Viagra Circle, where all the in the business, because we in the business district, so they got so many like big buildings, almost like a baby Dubai, like all these tall skyscraper buildings everywhere, blocking the sun, right? That's why Chicago be so cold. The goddamn sun be blocked by these goddamn buildings. Crazy, the sun's so high in the sky, but where you at from the ground, building blocking the sun. So and you see nothing. Then we went the next day, we had that bar for our football league, draft league, 2, 3 o'clock, like it's heating up. People were in there, it's getting kind of packed. Man, I seen like one thing to talk to, and guess what I did? Talk to it, of course. That's me. So I'm over there spitting that game, pretty little light skinned thing. She had a long peacoat jacket on. I'm like, girl, it ain't that cold out here. But listen, next time you ain't definitely don't need to have no jackets on. You see me, I need to see what you're looking like, what you're built like. But she was pretty light skinned. Her teeth was a little, you know what I'm saying? It was okay, but chick fuck with me, she definitely gets some braces. We can get that teeth right. We can get them teeth together. That's what we're gonna do.
You must got Virgo in your chart. You sound like a Virgo.
Yeah, no.
Good to say.
I'm Peruvian. But yes,
Not Peruvian.
Peruvian. So yeah, but that was like only thing that was really worth my attention to even try to holler and speak to, right? But like I was just, and then but even from the date nap to walking around, then we walked back to our hotel room like 3/4 of a mile or something. We all walked, a group of us, 7, 8, 9 people. We just walking through Chicago, walking through the city. You see a couple cool joints, but like there's so many white people in downtown city of Chicago. I ain't see no Latinas and no sisters. I didn't even see nothing like that. Like I was
Yeah, I'm not used to that.
girl.
That's West Coasters. We used to some Latinos or
Like
Asian.
you can't go nowhere in San Diego. I don't care what district you in. You could be downtown. You're gonna see some bad joints. You could be at the beach. You're gonna see some bad joints. You could be at the Mission Valley Mall, Fashion Valley Mall. You could be anywhere, and you're gonna see some bad joints. You ain't going to no restaurants. You ain't gonna be in no Javier's or steakhouse and not see no bad joints. Like
Very true.
like California, even Arizona. Like I'm like, man, Arizona got competition. It got work out here. Like they might be implants a lot of time. Like a lot of chicks, people come here. They not really from here, but I don't care how you got here. You here. You got women in Arizona and Phoenix.
Yeah.
But
Shoot,
That's
when
like,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say in Houston, oh my gosh, we went to a brunch spot called Forget Me Not. I don't know if you heard of it. It's so turned. It was so turned, and they're just beautiful, like black people, black women, and just like the group I was with is my homegirl's new
I
tribe.
saw you guys there. Was that where you on your
Saturday.
status on your snap?
Girl, they were just all beautiful people. They were dope as fuck. Like everybody, like just was vibing and
That
gelling.
Southern.
Yeah.
feel.
And then
Yeah.
there's this girl that I was like, she's super cute. Like, I mean, the group we was with, everybody was cute, and apparently everyone got degrees and everything. And I was like,
That's
okay,
it.
everyone's like well put together. Everyone was married, with the
Mhm.
exception of me, my homegirl, and one of the other girls. And the girls, like, they had said, because we had a whole section, and then a couple people had left. So then people from another section, they sat at our section because it was empty.
Mhm.
And even them, like, there's no cattiness. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, like, you are so pretty. Oh, you are so gorgeous. And it was like, it was nice to like see that.
Yeah.
Very,
It's way
very
different.
vibe.
Yeah, we
I don't know.
That's what I love about the South. I was gonna say, even in Vegas, LSU played USC. So I guess, I mean, USC people, I think, came just for the game because we're so
Mhm.
close to Vegas. We go to Vegas all the time. But LSU people were there the whole weekend.
Mm.
Oh, baby.
Ooh, girl,
Ooh.
I just know.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought I was in a movie. It was just so unbelievable. The men were just so handsome
Mm.
and just nice and generous, and it was great.
Yeah, they might have been nice and generous, but they definitely fucking the West Coast niggas. West Coast niggas got swag. That's one thing we do got.
West Coast, there was West Coast niggas there, but they was like, it was kind of fun to kind of see the difference because we went to a pool party, and that was the day, that was Sunday. So USC people were there, and a lot of West Coast people go to Vegas anyway. It was Labor Day weekend.
Mhm.
And it was just funny to kind of see the vibe. Even when the DJ played certain music, you would see like the Kappas, of course, from down south, HBCUs, they would be doing their little stroll, and
Mhm.
and then when they played like LA music, it was like niggas banging this shit. I was like, oh God.
Yeah,
This
it's the
is how we
West,
host
baby.
people, y'all. They in there doing all of this. Like,
Yeah.
oh Jesus Christ.
It's the West, baby. But yeah, I mean, but I don't know. I got a homie that live in Houston, right? Like, man, you should come out to Houston. He was at that one of them spots you was talking about. I believe the one you was showing. It was thick,
Mhm.
1,000 motherfuckers in there. But he just showing the whole thing slowly, showing everything. I say, none of them bitches bad. I'm good.
Mm.
I ain't see no joints. I'm like, I'm good.
But you have a West Coast type. Like there's I was actually thinking about that too, because here I don't get that much attention. There'll be a few guys a little bit, but there, the Southern, I'm just more, the beauty standards are different down there.
Mm.
There's like a West Coast aesthetic, and then there's like a Southern aesthetic, and it's very different. I'll just leave it at that.
I'll leave it. I'll believe that because you got to think. I mean, you got so many colors of the rainbow in the West, but even like New York, Miami, I thought Chicago might have some. I mean, I think they do got bad joints. I think they in the hood, and they be in the hood clubs and the hood bars where I don't belong. So that's not where I'm going to find them. But that sucks that maybe they only be in this space in this area because downtown it was nothing but white people. And
Mhm.
I'm like, yo, that ain't gonna fly. Like you can't expect people to be coming out to Chicago and they out here popping shit the way they popping shit. Niggas going out. I'm not going to them hood ass
Right.
clubs and
I
bars.
totally agree.
Right.
Right.
So now I got to choose these white joints. I'm good. If I want to be in some issues, I could just stay. I could go today, going just stay home, just get into it niggas in the club. That's what I was looking to do. Like I'm not.
Right.
But
Right.
I say I feel y'all on that, but I just wasn't impressed by the women in Chicago, even though I do believe that they got some. It's just they need to get out them hood ass spots, them hood ass niggas, and come fuck with a sophisticated brother like you know what I'm saying, made it out the hood. But Rashad,
What up?
Max Scrap.
I
Let me
ain't
ask you,
heard that name in a long time.
Max Scrap up. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
See what I mean? That's that West Coast shit.
We go back. We go back. You know what I'm saying? That's because we smacked out. But I was having a debate with somebody, and really, they'll make it seem like I guess maybe in a long-term relationship, I don't know. Do men get tired of sex more than women? Because they say, they act like men need it, but then you hear about these women that just gotta have it every day or something, 2-3 times a day or something. What do y'all think is an accurate amount, or how much do you think men need sex more than women, or women need sex more than men? Or what is your experience with that in a relationship?
I
Are you
think
asking me or are you asking them?
You
my
first.
4-year-old daughter is we got children entering. Hold on. Cease.
You know how she got here?
No, she don't. Close your door, baby. We're doing the podcast. Okay, go ahead.
The stork dropped you off. Don't worry about it. Now, Rashad, tell us about how much the stork needed. Or the stork asked.
Man, I mean, everybody's different, you know. I will say this: since I've dated younger girls, older, and girls my age, ladies my age, the younger ones are the ones who always like wants it like a lot. You know what I mean? But the ones my age and older, yeah, they have a high sex drive too, but not like younger ones. You know what I'm saying? But for me as a man, I don't need to have that shit every night. Like that's crazy. Like we got other things going on in life, like work or other self care. You know what I'm saying? And other responsibilities. But like every night, that's
How many
wild.
times a week?
Huh?
How many times a week?
Shit. Me personally, listen. If she wants it every day, that's not gonna happen. But I'll try my best. But for me, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like I'm Gucci with like 2 times a week. I'm cool. That's not something that's drives me. You feel me? Like I'm not, yeah, I like it, but I ain't hunting. I ain't hunting for it. You know what I'm saying? But like, of course, that honeymoon stage, that beginning stage, oh yeah, we gonna get it cracking. But once, it shit wear off, you know what I'm saying?
Damn it.
I think it just depends on libido. Everyone has a different, I don't want to get all super technical on you, but it's all just, brain chemicals. People have different levels of dopamine hits that they need.
Fuck all right. How much do you need it?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
I could go eons. I could go eons.
The
longest I've ever been was 3 years.
Need, not capability.
Okay, so like if I was happy in a relationship, my man's here every night. I could probably a week, probably a 4 to 5 a week. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Now is that 4 to 5 days in a week? And
4 to 5 days. 4 to 5 days.
Is that multiple times in one day, or is that?
If it happens, if it's just a good night, maybe a Saturday night, we have a few drinks, we could do a 2 rounds, 3. I'm more of a vibe type person, so like you're really gonna get me if you really want to get me on a day where I don't have to go to work in the morning. I'm not thinking about the next day. Friday, Saturday night, we could rock out like porn stars in this motherfucker, because it's a vibe,
Mm-hmm.
But if I gotta go to work, I'm stressed. It kind of kills it. But I would do it for my man. I understand how important it is just from having homeboys. And I understand how important it is for a man to have it. It's more of a physical need rather than a vibe or a feeling or a mood. It's like a physical, I need to physically release. Just like you need a massage or you need to pop your ankle, pop your knuckles. Like I need to nut, bro. I don't care about your mood or the vibe. Like, you know what I mean? And I understand that for a man. So do I really want it? No, but I would do it for him because I know he needs it. You know what I mean? I get that.
About 30 times a week.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But I also
need it 30 times.
He said, "What if?"
No, I said you. I said Ness. You need about 30 times a week.
No,
We're not talking about me. We talking about the serial dater.
I'm not the serial dater. But anyways, if it came to me, it really depends. I can't really speak because I haven't been in a committed relationship in like 12 years.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Every time you say that, I just can't believe it because you're so relationship type.
No. That's dog ass nigga right there. Dog ass nigga. You don't know. You don't know dog ass nigga when you see one.
So with that being said, it's hard for me to speak on that because when I do because I'm not with somebody right now who I get to see every day. Anytime we see each other, I'm
for sure.
That run me my
for sure. No, for sure.
It's yours. It's gonna be a great time. But if I were with somebody every single day, I wouldn't mind giving it up every single night, minus obviously being on my cycle. But I don't know. I enjoy it. I wouldn't say I have a high sex drive. I definitely don't consider it that. But yeah. It's hard to say, like I said, because I'm not with somebody every day.
Right.
So
it's different. And that's what I was kind of imagining if I had a man, here every day.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all lowered them expectations and requirements, y'all have a man. But that's a topic for another.
Well, when I was with my ex-husband, let's see. When we were together, we would do it like
let's stick to it.
Like 3 times a week.
Hold on. Let's stick to it. I'll just fuck with y'all. Listen, random question. Before I answer mine, but random question. Does red mean stop?
It depends on
for 2 days, for 2 or 3 days, yeah.
Especially on the first day.
First, second, third for me, it means stop. I don't even want you to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
But after that,
even if your man is like, nah, I need that right. I can't. I got it.
I've done it before, but we would have to modify. We would have to modify some things. Maybe I have to hop in the shower right quick, and or I would have to tell him real quick, from the back type thing.
Yeah,
but it could be done. It's done. It's been done before.
I got these things people used to get hookers, and it's like instead of something like that, like a cup suction that goes in there and stop the bleeding from coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I can invest in that now, but red meat stop for me. I'm straight. I don't want the smell. I don't want the experience. You might turn me off.
Blood, Pyru.
I was just thinking that. Pyru.
You ain't scared of no other blood. You ain't scared of no blood.
You ain't scared of no blood, but no, red meat stop for me. Listen, I'm not fucking around. Red meat stop. Listen, because you'll fuck around and get a horrible experience, and you'll dislike somebody. So
right. No, for sure.
I don't want
to sentence.
Hey, and let me tell you, some of these niggas don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Listen, and if you was my chick and we going raw, like I really don't need your blood all in my pee hole. Something goes in there, like at that point, I don't need all that. I don't think so. But red means stop.
You said what?
Red means stop or nah.
Man, I ended a relationship because a chick. Well, she ended it because I wouldn't do it while she was on her period. I mean, I think that's a time for you to just chill the fuck out. In fact, I don't even want to be in the house while you're on your period. I'm gonna get the fuck out of there. I'll holler at you later. You feel me? Go use your rose. Right?
Yeah,
the rose don't care. The rose.
That's weird to even be horny on your period. Your hormones aren't regulated for you to be horny on your period.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Yes,
that's like a dog being in heat. Women are supposed to be hornier on their period because you're only going through the cycle to where that's the baby.
Right, but you can't procreate. So I thought God made you horny during your ovulation week when you can actually procreate.
All a part of it. You can't start yet, but even like a dog, right? When the dog go in heat, I got one in heat right now. When the dog go in heat, And it starts, the other dogs can tell, and they know it ain't time yet. Like it's kind of like they know it ain't time yet to do it, but the dog gets horny and she kind of flirt with the dogs that are guys, and like they might mess around with her, they might lick on
Okay.
her. It's so
Okay.
great. If you never really had dogs and you don't see how dogs like you learn a lot about men and women, watch men
Very
dog,
similar.
dog. They ready
Got
to kill each other about a broad that ain't theirs. I'm telling you, they ready to go to war. They sit by. Listen, my homie, he got
Mhm.
male dogs. When my dogs in heat and they dogs out the house, they come and sit at my door and hope
Mhm.
that I open the door and let them out. They barking at me when I'm walking up to the house. Listen, they will sit by my door and wait for me to let the dog out. Well, I'm not letting her out without while they out, but they will sit by the door. And if they were out, if they come, the male dog automatic, my male dog will like they'll go to fighting. Like it's gonna be a brawl. Like
Mm.
and the motherfucking bitches don't belong to you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They ready to fight and go crazy, but like it's crazy too. How do you see the male dog massaging their little twat, licking on their shit like what would probably be the old the pearl or whatever, like licking on their stuff like they
Really? They do foreplay? Dogs do
yes,
foreplay?
dog. Male dog will stimulate and the female dog will stimulate his stuff. He
Interesting.
will look at his wiener too. It is so crazy to watch this
How similar?
how similar it is. And man, lot like dogs, like to sniff a bitch too, get a little pink heart on. Yeah, nigga, it's really like that. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I really feel like it depends on the person too. Cause me, like right when I'm on it, like when I start, it's not necessarily like that. It's more so towards the end. And I don't know if it's like the feeling of I'm not supposed to be having sex.
Okay.
And that's what makes me want it
Want
even
to.
more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do. I get horny around my period.
I don't.
I
Not at
mean,
all.
I don't fuck around. Maybe the last
Right before and after. Yeah.
it was like the last day and she was like barely spotting, might be okay. But we not
Yeah.
like no, I don't even want it. I don't want the experience.
Yeah,
But
with my period though, I've never been the type to be like, oh, I'm on period, like let's do it. Like I've only done it a couple times, but it was because the man wanted
to. Yeah.
But when I'm like to the tail end, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I'm finished.
Mhm.
I'm almost finished.
Because I mean, as long as you
Yeah.
you
No,
got
yeah.
times, you know what I'm saying? They
Mhm.
don't
I didn't, I done been beating some things up and then it caused a little bit of, bleeding going on or something like,
Sometimes you can bring it down early. I've
Yeah.
had it where they brought it down early and I'm
brought
like,
it on or
You
just
can bust
or
someone
might,
timing. That sounds like he's talking about.
might be smacking some stuff and you might get a little bit of blood and she'd be like, damn, you look at the condom or something, take it off, put it, you like, damn, this motherfucker got a little bit of blood on it. Like, damn, nigga was, putting in work for the But look,
Please don't draw blood for me.
but me, how many times me, if I was with a chick and if we live together, it would probably happen more often. But if I was with a chick, we got to at least have sex. If I'm seeing her 3 or 4 days out the week and we're going to each other's home, I'm definitely having sex with her pretty probably every time I see her.
yeah.
If we're if we were just meeting up for a date and just going to hang out right here and we're not spending the whole day or night together, then okay, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm with a chick or I'm definitely middle of the night kind of horny. You know what I'm saying? Like middle of the night or wake up in the morning and before I go to work, why not? You know what I'm saying? So you got to know who you fucking with when you fuck with me because I might
Hey,
wake up in the night.
I got a question.
What's up?
Is friends with benefits something that you two ladies engage in?
There we go. Fuck me.
Let's be real. You feel me? Like, is
Yeah.
that something?
Yeah.
Now, okay, I got two questions for this.
Okay.
All right. So is that something that y'all do? And has there ever been a situation to where you just started really, really liking this dude to where you wanted to be with him?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
That's when I start pulling back.
So
I
how
know,
does that
yeah.
how does that look? How does that look on both y'all ends?
I've been in that situation. I've only in my whole life, and I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. There's only been one dude that I wanted that didn't want me back.
Hmm.
Still bothers me to this day. But yeah, like every other dude, they be wanting a nigga. they want to fuck with Big Mama. You feel me? But so that's never really been an issue. It's actually been like where I had to be like, no, because I'm very analytical. Yes, the sex is good. Yes, you're handsome, but I don't like your lifestyle. You're not, I'm super picky. I've been told I'm like a nigga when it comes to dating. I've been told many times because, like I said, some men are just good enough for sex. Like, I don't want you to be my
Same thing.
So
You're
that's
only
why-
good enough for sex. You could never be my man. You're
how y'all living out here, but that's crazy that a nigga get some of that twat, but he can't. He can get that box, but he can't be with you. That's crazy.
No, it's really not though. It's really not though because we have needs. Men forget that we are sexual beings as well. I don't want you to be my man. You can. I don't want to introduce you to my mom. I don't want to have children with you. I don't want a son that acts like you. Fuck no.
So how does that start? Is that something that you start, like you engage? Because for an example, I had a young lady ask me, honestly, I've known her for like 12 years. I never really looked at her like that. You know what I'm saying? And she hit me up, called me, was like, hey, this is what are you okay with that? And I'm like, boom. You know what I mean? But so do you call the dude? Do you let the dude know that's what you want? Or do you wait for him to play the little game?
Oh, you mean friends? Like that's not friends with benefits. That's called fucking a friend.
So me and her, we're not friends. We just know each other. We know we've worked together, we done, whatever. We not buddy,
I've never done that. I've never done that, and let me tell you why. With me, it's like I couldn't sit on a homeboy that I want to fuck for no damn 12 years. I'm not gonna just be sitting around acting like we cool for 12 years and not say nothing. Like I can't do that.
And how long y'all didn't know me?
What's up?
How long y'all didn't know me? A long time.
Yeah, I've known you for about 5 years now.
I want to.
So you wouldn't let CP sweat?
We're not doing that.
Huh?
No.
Right. Well, we know
there's nothing wrong with him. He's very handsome.
We got an understanding of we know what the deal. But
I call bullshit.
Late night, listen though, late night, if I was around anybody and my shit was
anybody,
and my thing was thanging, you feel me?
Chauncey's very, very handsome. I'm sure he can get any girl he wants. He's chocolatey, he's tall, he's buff. He's good. He don't need me.
Look though. I mean, my life been nothing but that. You know, I didn't have women. Listen, I didn't have women I really liked, and I can get all the twat I want. And it wasn't that I wanted more, but I take what I get. So I don't be complaining. I don't be tripping because I be, then when they move on, dodge a bullet, they end up pregnant by a nigga and they ain't together no more, married, divorced with the baby, and gain weight and they just don't look like what they used to look like. And I'm like, dodge the bullet. Oh, look at me. I'm still out here winning. I'm sorry, it looks good. Your friend probably let me hit too. And y'all wasn't tripping. I ain't tripping. It's all good. Listen, man, I get curved all the time. Really, but hopefully I got what I needed before I got curved.
I've only got curved once in life. Yeah. Most men, like I said, not to toot my own horn, but most men want a relationship with me. I actually had to turn down my little friend right now with benefits. He wanted it, but he wanted a relationship, but too quick. I feel like I didn't know him enough. And I think
don't be doing that.
Okay, sorry.
You got a little this. You got a little. No, don't downgrade.
Okay, well, my friend with benefits right now.
A big friend with benefits. Pause.
Okay, my big friend with benefits. He wanted a relationship really early on, and I felt like it was love bombing. I felt like he just a lot of times. This is crazy, but I think a lot of times with me in particular, I'm thick, voluptuous. I think men just get so wrapped up in how I look. Oh, the big booty and the big boobs. You don't even know me. We haven't been through anything.
God damn it.
You said what?
I know enough.
Well, so let me tell you this, right? Just like some women, like there's some dudes who live in that fantasy life shit too. They believe in that Disney style love, all that, the perfect visual, the perfect body, the perfect smile. She makes me feel good on the inside for now in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And dudes be trying. I fell victim to that. You know what I'm saying? Like jumping into relationships because you feel it right then and there. But so I feel like it happens to men and women. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I actually have another question real quick, not to kind of like mix things up. But why do the women of San Diego feel like, since they couldn't find love in San Diego, they're going to find some love somewhere down south or in the north or somewhere? Like,
I wouldn't say it's saying they would, but it's like when you're at a place for so long and everybody done known each other, everybody done had each other for the most part, it's like, okay, well, if my options are slim here, let me take my talents out elsewhere. That's how I
Exactly.
feel. You know, it's not necessarily that they're running away per se. I mean, kind of, but also it's like, okay, well, if this dating pool is not working for me, I need to go elsewhere.
That's one I could see that, and that's one way to look at it. My little theory about that is, you guys know I'm real big on Southern culture. You know, I'm originally from Florida. I was raised in a very Southern home. And the differences I've noticed from Southern men and San Diego men in particular, I won't say West Coast men because it's not all the West Coast, it's San Diego in particular. They're not really romantic or marriage minded. I've found that a lot of San Diego men actually are the opposite. Not all of them. You could, like, you two, I would not put in that category, but some of your compadres are, it's not really part of our culture.
I was the same way because this is not, we grow up to be gangsters.
I was just gonna say that. Here it's like more about gang banging and like being hood and mean. We weren't really raised on romance and relationships. Even in high school, like that wasn't a big thing. Everybody was gang banging,
The thing, you're born into poverty and you're born into a society where everything you got to be tough, right? And then usually the gang members are affiliated with the dope dealers and the pimps. And you also live in a place where beautiful women are a dime a dozen. They're 11 a dozen. They're a dozen. However you want to swing it, right? You can find, like, I was just having this conversation with my peoples, right? And I was talking to my uncles and all them, and I was like, in California, like, women take care of men because you can find a pretty chick at any moment. Like, okay, you pretty, everybody's pretty. Everybody's bad. Mixed breed, whatever you want. Puerto Rican and black, Filipino and black, whatever, however you want them, mixed, or white girls, whatever. What separates you from that person? Why should I date you and take you serious when I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this? Show me your worth. When women are trying to get a dude, and I was telling them, I said, listen, in California, a lot of people live at home with their family and their parents still, right? I said, dudes be living off of women driving their cars, whatever the case, right? I said, so let a woman meet a dude and he got a job and he got a car. He might live with his family. She'll deal with him, see what he about. He got some stuff going on. Let him have a job, a car, and have a roommate and have his own place with a roommate. Oh, she really fucking with it. He got his own spot. He don't live at home with his mom, his family. He got a job, making some money. He doing all right. Let that nigga have his own place, a car, and a decent job. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you cream of the crop. You ain't got to be no doctor. You ain't got to be...
Right. And that's what I'm going to say. And that's the big difference in our culture here, because they done down south, all them niggas got that. They got businesses, but it's like, and I was actually having this conversation last night with one of my friends. Because like I said, we met some very nice gentlemen in Vegas, okay, that are not from San Diego or the West Coast. And, she was so shocked. She doesn't get out much. So she kind of knows is San Diego culture. And she was so shocked at how these black, what San Diego people call ghetto looking, but they're not ghetto, they're just black. But men have these businesses, these homes, they own shit. And she was just so shocked. And I was like, girl, that's how it is outside of outside of the West Coast. Like, it's black excellence. You go to Houston, Dallas, Florida, South Carolina, like, it's about black excellence.
Their life like ours. Their lifestyle is much more
very different. Very different.
Dope dealers or whatever they got. First of all, they 2-bedroom apartments out there is $1,200, $1,400.
Right.
That's
$700 a month.
Right.
That's if you live in the hood, but if you live in a decent place, $1,400.
You're gonna be dealing with harsh summers, harsh winters.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from California and I ain't leaving California. You feel me? So
you two are very different. You two. And so you guys might not even understand what I'm talking about because y'all don't really fit into that category. Like I said, not every single.
No. Trust me. Trust me. Listen. I understand. Trust me. Okay. I do.
You know what I'm talking about.
I live in Atlanta. I know rent prices. I know what people doing. I got home. Like, I got people, and I know how they do.
Right. How they operate. Right.
Even though they dog ass niggas too, they take.
Right. It's different.
We from California. Snoop Dogg told you we don't give a fuck about a bitch.
It's really like that.
So for us to really like a woman, and what happens is for us to go against the grain and what's going on with the streets. And I mean, either when you grow up, you elevate and you leave the mindset because at some point the man side of you is triggered and You want to have a family. You want to, like, if you didn't just go out
That
and
real
have,
instinct comes in,
yeah,
right?
you want to just go out and have a bunch of kids at 18, 16, 21. Like by the time you start hitting your, I didn't go on any dates with women till I was like mid-20s, like 25 or 20. Like, I never went on dates and stuff. Before that, it was like, man, fuck all that.
Fuck these bitches, right?
I come through like, with a bottle, or you bring a bottle or something, like
That's
we
really
come
how
through,
it is.
we can chill out. We can go get some taco
Cali
shop.
culture, man, I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
we go get some taco shop or something real quick. But like, I'm about to be up in here and playing boyfriend holding hands. Like, I'm
Okay,
not.
now pause right there. Now to answer Rasad's question, that's why we feel that way. When a woman comes across a gentleman, maybe from Texas or somewhere in the backwoods of Alabama, and he's treating her like a princess after she's used to being pulled up on with a bottle of Parmesan. That's why we feel like we can find better other places because of the initial treatment off rip.
Yes.
A lot of these women have never been treated that way
Yeah.
because they're brought up, Southern gentleman or Midwestern nice guy.
Yeah.
They just have a different culture. Not saying they're better people. They're
Yeah.
not, because like what Chauncey was saying, at some point, you man up and you realize like, don't no woman want to no Parmesan, but culturally, that's not our culture. Romance is not really in the
Yeah.
San Diego culture like that.
Yes. So it's funny how like some women be like, oh, my man's not romantic or whatnot. And sometimes they're just really not. Or like you said, it's because they weren't raised that way. They're not around
Yeah.
people that do that. So like, for instance, like speaking of Southern culture, I got a ride from my homeboy, and girl, when I got out of the car, he was pissed
Oh, because he didn't open the door.
because he didn't open the door.
Yeah.
And I was like,
disrespectful.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I
for
was just
sure.
like, I don't see what the big deal is. He's like, you're not used to this. That's why. And I'm like, I mean,
And it
I'm
makes
really
us look
not.
bad.
It does.
And a lot of people from down south talk shit about San Diego girls because they say we're so easy. But the thing is, we're not used. The little
Yeah.
things that you do, we ain't used to it.
Yeah.
I wasn't at first. I'm
No.
used to it now because I only fuck with Southern.
San Diego girls real easy. California girls real easy.
That's what they say. They said Cali girls is easy.
They
You take them
easy.
on one little date. Like them down south girls don't play. You got to pay my bills. You got to come with it. You got to pay for
I
your
wouldn't
kids.
say that they easy too, but they'll find a trick if they can find a trick, they'll find one. But they
But with this
always-
guy, like I said, this was like my homeboy, and he was tripping. Like he's not even my dude or trying to date me or nothing.
Because it
Like,
makes
this
him
is
look
the-
bad.
Yeah.
You know?
I was like, oh shoot. So the next time I was like, okay. So I had to sit in my car and I was like, or sit in the car, like, okay,
Yeah.
But I was like, okay. It's
I
like,
love that for you.
Yeah.
I feel like every woman should experience a nice country ass Southern man. It's gonna blow your mind. The greatest thing ever.
also the
I got
thing.
me one. Never mind. Let me stop talking too much.
This is also the
I'll
thing.
say you later.
Yeah.
When Rashad asked the question, right? Rashad asked the question, and he said, why do y'all think y'all got to go off somewhere else? And half of what you're saying is it may be true because, okay, you might find some gentlemen in the South, even though they dog ass niggas too, at least they might court. But you got to think about all these women that's easy in San Diego. Like we talking about, they get ran through. They didn't mess with several. Like I didn't mess with a crew of friends, and it wasn't behind their back. They knew. Like it was almost like I messed with one, and then the other one started hollering because you done told them, and now they hit four of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And y'all didn't give a fuck, and we ain't got no problems. Never had no problem. Wasn't no beef amongst y'all, and I'm sure y'all know. So they go, the homie said and used to say in the rap song, they get ran through by the homies to go fuck with a Swazi. These military niggas come in town and they go fuck with a military nigga that don't know their reputation, don't know none of the homies because they got a bad reputation in the city. Niggas have been there, done that. They ain't in the club getting no play from niggas because they already know what time it is. They a tip drill. So they go run to other states because they got new reputations, new life.
San Diego story. We've heard this. This is literally like the San Diego lifestyle.
They think that their wholeness get deleted. So that's why they go and do what they do. So
they move to Texas and then come back.
But this
years
is the
later.
problem. But this is the problem. We think that we know everybody. We didn't have this conversation before, and people just don't. Y'all really skated around the whole answer to it all. We don't know that many people in San Diego. We only know a small community of people, which could be collectively 500 to 1,000, right? We might know 100, 200 people that know that 100 and 200 people, and everybody ends up knowing each other 500 to 1,000. It is 1.3 million people, or you can't pick it up, 1.3 million people in San Diego. There's no way you can't find somebody in San Diego that is not a gangster, not anything. I already had this conversation with y'all. You
Well,
have
half of
to
those people are
go.
white.
No, but it doesn't matter. You have to go outside of your comfort zone. There are educated black men in San Diego who escaped poverty or didn't grow up in poverty or grew up middle class or however the case, but there's men in general in San Diego, from San Diego to LA, you can date anywhere in that range, right? Where you can go to places. You don't have to be in Phantom. You don't have to be in the Minas or all that shit, right? That everyone goes to.
Right,
The
right,
places that everyone goes to, so you keep seeing the same people. If you
right.
out at a nice pub or a nice bar or something, cool little hip, cool little spot, speak easy or something that in North County or something somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Outside, out the blue, you ain't got to go too far. It could be, I mean, think about how many nice places San Diego got.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. And I used to think like that too, like outside the box. Oh, maybe we should go hang out in Del Mar. Maybe we should go hang out in Encinitas. But then I have those experiences like you had in Chicago. I'd be like, what the fuck?
But that's what but you live in San Diego. So you gotta give it that time. But that's why I like dating apps, because you can see what side of town people live in. It shows you like what side of town that they on. And then it shows, if they put where they went to school, they put their job occupation, what they do, XYZ. And then some pictures, it might be them traveling, it might be them at work, it might be whatever, right? But you can kind of feel people out. But at the end of the day, it helps you kind of broaden your range, and then y'all can meet somewhere. And what kind of place is this guy trying to take me to? But
Mhm.
I mean, you can walk through downtown. You could go be in Little Italy or something. There's nice restaurants over there, or you can go be in anywhere that's not necessarily where all the niggas go. And surely you're gonna bump into something that you think is attractive, whether it's white, black, mixed, Puerto Rican, or Asian, right?
I've
But
tried that. Like because I live in Chula Vista, I live literally not even 10 minutes from the border. I've tried to dibble and dabble into the Mexican culture. No, no. I'm cool with Mexicans. Like I find Mexican men attractive, and I genuinely think it's just because, like, by default, like that's all I see. Like I don't see, it's very rare that I see a handsome black man in my community. So if I want to even see a handsome black man, I have to go to Mina's or something like that. Like I don't, on the regular in the grocery store, I don't see handsome black men.
if I could encourage younger women, right, I would, man, y'all would be it's black people at USD, it's black people at SDSU. If I was a younger girl and I wanted to be around men with a purpose and somewhere, I would be at the local bars around there or the local, cafes or something like where you would see people of this kind of standard. If you
Makes sense.
hanging out in the southeast or downtown, like you're a substandard of what you're looking
For sure. I 100% agree. For sure. That's 100% true. But then again, I think don't quote me because I know it changes year by year, but I think San Diego is only 3% black, if I'm not mistaken.
There's still a whole lot more black people than you know.
But then who's married, who's a woman, who's gay, who's a child, who's over the age of 40.
Still a whole lot more people than you know.
So, it's not this, the dating pool for black singles is just, San Diego's not really the best.
3% of a
place.
million.
I don't know. Now you're doing math. My brain don't do math. I do not. I don't know.
Well, 3% of 10 is 3%. So out of 1,000 people, what? That'd be what, 30? So out of a million, 30,000, I don't know, something crazy. I'm just saying
Oh, wow.
I think it's more than 3% people of black people in San Diego.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. The last time I checked, it was 3%. I know it changes. If it wasn't for the military, it'd be like 0.5%. Jesus Christ. It just really sucks. But whatever it is, what it is. I don't date San Diego. I don't date San Diego people anyway. And like I said, I don't want to put a blanket over every single man in San Diego. That's not, that's crazy. Of course there's good men here. I don't know them though.
So let me say something else. Listen, San Diego is a growing city, and we got men from all over the world coming to San Diego. And what I find is it's hard to believe that every girl in San Diego is having trouble in San Diego because it's San Diego. I think a lot of these chicks need to look in the damn mirror, because no matter where they go, same with the dudes, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble because they're not having accountability on who they the fuck are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because possibly you are the reason why you are
No,
having
for
trouble with
sure.
San Diego.
For sure.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
actually,
So if you can't
yeah,
look at it that way, you ain't
for
gonna never
sure.
grow.
I agree. I
So
actually agree with that.
I've never complained about the women in San Diego because there's so many. There's a lot,
Same.
and I can't. And I've dated people who have dated chicks that I've been with who I knew, right? But I meet new black women every day, especially as a photographer. I'm like,
Mhm.
where the fuck you been? You went to what school? I ain't never seen you. And I'm like, yo, we're new friends right now. I don't know who you are. This is crazy
Mhm.
and beautiful too at that. So it's like,
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. Honestly, to be honest, I was actually going to do a episode about this on my channel. I have great luck with men. Like people say the dating pool sucks and it's trash. I haven't experienced that. I meet really good men. I don't know if you are what you attract or how it goes, but I've been like three for I've been good men, marriage minded. They're not from San Diego. Coincidentally, like I said, I don't think I have the San Diego aesthetic. I don't think I appeal to San Diego men because of my size. I'm not really what they look for. San Diego men, I've noticed, I might be wrong, they like more racially ambiguous women or smaller women, not necessarily small, but smaller than me. So I think because of my body's type, I attract Southern men. So I love that for me, So yeah, I haven't really had too many bad experiences. But yeah, for sure what Shanti was saying, I want to just piggyback on that real quick. If you hang out between Southeast and downtown, that's not the pick of the litter. It's not the pick of the litter.
yeah, you can't pick nothing out of that small fishbowl. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Unless you want the gangster, you can go find the hardest gangster from Southeast downtown.
He said the hardest gangster from Southeast downtown.
Yeah, but no, I just brought that up because I usually just see the women saying that, not the men. And I just thought that was interesting. Some have a point, but I feel like a lot of them don't. I feel like a lot of these chicks I be seeing posts on Facebook and Instagram, they are fucking trouble. They toxic. They have zero accountability. They suck.
Yeah.
They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to fuck. They don't know how to do nothing. They suck.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
They gotta put on stuff to look beautiful. Like, you suck.
Damn.
Yeah, those are the ones that talk the loudest are the ones that usually have within themselves.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Women I didn't try to match. Women I didn't match with on social media or whatever, speaking to and from San Diego, like they don't be in the mix. I'll be finding it'd be good caliber women out there from anywhere from San Diego to chicks be in the IE or all the way up to outskirts of LA, because I think I put like maybe 90 miles or 80 miles or something like that on my end. So if I put it wherever I'm putting it and seeing what they're talking about, like I be coming across quality women that ain't affiliated with no homies, niggas don't know her, I ain't never seen her before, don't know nothing about her, and I just peep people out, like what they got going on. Like I be ready to I try to date with potential at the same time, date what I like, and try to find a solid balance of it both.
Mm-hmm.
These white girls, they come from me out here in Arizona though, and y'all gonna see fuck around, y'all the sisters and Latinas, you know what I'm saying? They don't stop tripping, man. I'm being snow bunny heaven. I've been going crazy for that about the video.
I can see you with a white girl.
I don't know why everybody see me with a white girl, because ain't nobody ever seen me with one. So that's just crazy to me. How everybody said they could see me with a white girl. Ain't nobody ever seen me with one.
No, I could just I could just see it. I don't know how, I can't explain it. I could see that.
Oh yeah. So what kind of women am I into?
I can see you with like a black natural, like soul sister kind of girl.
Shit.
Like the waist beads type.
What you smiling for?
Because that's like, I think if I would love to pick girls for you guys. I think I would do a great job. I'm very analytical. I analyze people, and I think I would do good at picking partners for both of you.
Vanessa, what kind of women you see me with?
You already know, Mexican, Asian, or anything not black.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
yeah. You don't seem like you're too fond of the African American. Yeah,
and if they are, they're
me
or racially ambiguous, like
they
barely
not
black.
fond of me. Wow, that's crazy.
They're
but
not fond of you.
you gonna always listen. And truthfully for me, I think that I probably belong to a Latina that she's gonna be probably black and Spanish or Spanish. Probably they're still gonna be black because especially I prefer them probably be from Caribbean. I mean, I'm fucking my Mexican girls too. So either gonna be something like that, but something that can dance. Because me preferably, I want a girl who can dance and probably speak Spanish because I like to dance. So but like, white girl, like my problem with white girls, like damn.
They don't have enough seasoning.
Not that, but I gotta teach you all the movies.
Mhm.
I gotta try to teach you to dance, and not very coordinated. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What if you found what if you found a white girl that's been around?
You need a non.
I don't really like. I don't like people to not act like what they are. If
Right.
you're Filipino, act
I agree.
Filipino. If you are Mexican,
I
act
agree.
act,
I agree.
act
I
Mexican.
100% agree. Do not be trying to act black
Right.
around me.
I really don't like to see white girls with braids in their hair. Sometimes it looks good and it's cool, and as long as you was able to pull it off, but I really don't like to see white girls with braids in their hair. I like, I don't like seeing black women with big ass weaves and wigs and shit too, with long ass like looking like white women. Like it's okay to have
blonde wigs that look ridiculous.
right coming all the way down their
It
back.
look like a blonde helmet.
Right, it's coming all the way down their back.
I've seen
With
those.
the big giant ass eyelashes, like, bro, like, what are you doing?
I've seen that.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I've
A
seen that.
Halloween costume?
Listen, I don't like. I'm not fond of lashes, but it's okay. But it just can't be super duper long.
Nah, the big ones is ridiculous, bro. Like, come on, man. Somebody need to say that shit. What
That's
is
more for the
wrong
younger
with
girls.
y'all?
I noticed like that's not really our.
Shit.
That's like the younger girls be doing that.
All age is doing it. And I'm
Who
not
the hell?
I'm not fond of wigs, man. It's just, but like even if you got something like that, you doing extensions or you doing, whatever the fuck you doing it. If you when you're doing it crazy and you grabbing your hair and you acting like a white woman acts, like you grabbing it and doing all that, it's like be proud of
Delusional.
it's like be proud of who you are. Like, don't get me wrong, when I go to work, I'm a certain way, right? I'm very, when I talk and everything, I'm very much I'm always gonna speak politically correct. I'm always gonna use,
Be professional. Yeah.
gonna be professional. I mean, my vernacular, like it's gonna be a certain way. Then when I get off of work, then I can act like a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
There's a time when
Of course.
Like even when women, I don't like when women talk a bunch of slang to me, right? Like I don't talk to you like I talk to my homies.
Right.
Talk to me like a person, communicate, use your words, use your big words. All that cursing out of every sentence and using all that. It's lit, we getting lit in here, just like bussing and all that old shit. Like, come on, man. Like, you want to be ghetto. I don't take you as a ghetto person, but now you want to, like it's this one chick. I don't really give her the time like that because she just the way she talks, like she in school to be a nurse and everything, but the way she talks, it just be like fuck with me, like pronounce your words, baby. But you from the hood or something, you grew up over there, like so you don't know no better. But nigga like me, no, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. I don't like women that behave in that manner, so a woman automatically has to be able to speak intelligently to fuck with me, or it's just we're not gonna get past, we might get to the fucking, but we not getting like
No, I feel it. I feel it. I definitely feel you there. Cause I think I speak 3 languages. I always tell people I speak 3 languages. I speak Florida. It comes out. And then I have my proper speech because when I moved here from Florida, nobody could understand me. So I purposely overpronounced my words. And so I purposely wanted to talk proper because I didn't want to get made fun of. And then I don't know, for some reason, I do have a little bit of a Cali hood kind of accent that comes out sometimes. So yeah, depending on my environment, I definitely have 3 different tones as well. So I 100% understand what you mean there. And like, it's crazy because I don't like men who have that Cali hood accent. You kind of did it earlier. You were being funny when you were like, the poor, you could be downtown, southeast. Like as soon as I hear that, it's like, it gives me the ick. I can't stand the Cali hood accent. It drives me crazy.
So
I don't know why.
For me, it's like I adjust my speech to like even when I'm at work, right? Like say some black people come in there, right? if they like some uppity ass niggas, I'm gonna keep on talking a certain way. If they like some cool ass laid back ass dudes, like really, you gotta make probably at least 70,000 a year to even apply at where I work at, like easily, like 70 or better, right? Most people coming in showing, 15 to 25,000 a month and $1 million investment type shit in their portfolio or whatever, like showing that they can afford to live here. It's like, therapists, whatever the fuck they might be, right? And but like if they people in this cool, like even politically correct, I mean I make my jokes and I laugh at stuff like that, and I give them a little bit of swagger and a little bit of game, but I still speak a certain way, right? So they have a certain standard because I work at a very high end property. But like so I have to communicate this kind of way.
Right, right.
Even like, come on, like I write I write emails to executives and all kinds of people, like full sentences and your spelling and everything
Right,
has to be there. So,
right.
And I'm somebody who had to learn everything. It was, believe me, it was a struggle, right? Because I'm someone who didn't finish like I don't have any schooling, right?
That's crazy.
So, for me to be me, and I don't have any.
That's crazy.
I mean, I went to real estate school and passed the state exam, but like I don't have anything.
That's
So I've been, I've been putting on a good
that. Yeah.
and I just use my brain, I'm just
Mhm.
self-educated. I use, I've never, like, even when people ask about photography or videography, you do this and you do that, or building websites, like everything I've ever learned was on the fly. I didn't go to school. Like it wasn't YouTube or a job teaching me how to do something, I'm paying attention to other people do it. Like everything I've ever done, self-taught. So
So not even high school diploma. Wow. Chauncey, that's really amazing. I'm proud of you. That's dope. That's dope. You doing you making a way out of no way. I love it.
yeah. And I done had jobs making 6 figures, and I done been in corporate America. I done bought my first house. I did a lot of things in my
That's
young
dope.
life without, the traditional things that a lot of other people have. I
Mhm.
might see this stuff, so I don't want to say too much, but you know what I'm saying. But
Right.
I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, like
That's great. You can't incriminate yourself. Yes.
but
You can't, hey, God has blessed me. I don't know how, I
back,
don't know when. But
all
yeah.
my background stuff cleared up. Okay, I'm clean. I'm clean. I
That's
got
what's
a
up.
couple traffic
That's
tickets.
really dope.
You know,
You're favored. You're probably favored. And
favorite, but I always tell people redemption is there for anyone who seeks it, right?
right.
You have to be actively trying to achieve it, and you got to make the hard decisions to not do certain things that you want to do sometimes.
For
And don't
sure.
get me wrong, like I still do shit sometimes just because, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I just like like even when shit was going up a couple years ago, like nigga, I went up like everybody else.
Yeah.
You'll never know.
Right.
But that side of me came out, and I made sure I was took
Took
care
it.
of myself, made
Right.
sure that I went up, but people around me know, like that nigga crazy. Why not?
Edit this out.
I'm still me.
Ed might be watching.
Yeah. What's the statute? What's the limit on whatever? They don't know what I'm talking about. You gotta
Patient boy.
know myself. But I'm just saying, like, should be what it be. But you sometimes you gotta make the decision. But when all them niggas was going to get them SBA, PPE, like they just did the San Diego Sting, and them niggas was doing that stupid shit, getting out that extra money for putting, like they just did one. They got like 20 people or something like that locked up in a little RICO or something
Mm.
for fraud. They was filing some tax shit and saying that they missed, like, to take care of family or whatever sickness they missed. Like you allowed to miss, I think 80 days. Niggas was putting 800 days. You allowed to put that you missed like 60 days or 80 days in a year. Niggas was putting 700 and something days they missed this year's work.
For what? For what?
I
Oh,
had
good.
to send y'all the link. Niggas got 100 and something thousand. These niggas that was balling, got some cars, got some chains. Niggas put they missed 700 and something, and they was passing. Like, dude, the IRS was paying them. Getting loaded up 100 and some thousand in a car, and they was getting money out of niggas. And now they was on the news. One of the young homies, a couple young homies is indicted on that shit.
Mm.
Yeah, man, it's all bad, bro.
It's all bad, niggas, but
Do right, be right. You feel me?
it was a lot of licks that I did not take advantage of because I ain't got time to jump
Mhm.
backwards.
No,
They
for
come
real.
back for you. Like a lot of niggas got them SBA loans and PPE loans forgiven, but for me, I don't got time for
Mhm.
nobody to say, oh man, you know, you doing some fraudulent shit. Oh man, now you indicted. Like, you know,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
ain't,
fuck all that.
I ain't
Too
doing
much
that.
to live for. Yeah, no. You have your daughter and your job. No. Mm-mm.
And now I gotta go and fuck the job, and now I gotta go on the run because I'm gonna get bail.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
So, but yeah. Anywho, great conversations today. We got into
Way off topic, but it
funny
worked out.
way out topic. Rashad took us somewhere, but I think he took
But
us
it
to
worked
a
out.
place. So I was about that. It was good. It was good. Y'all horny motherfuckers, don't trip. Y'all gonna find a man one day when y'all lower y'all requirement standards and expectations just a little bit more. Like I told Nessa earlier, and we had our own DM. These women that don't want to lower their standard, they think they don't got to, but they in their 30s and getting to 40, or they already like it ain't been working out so far. Like you might want
And
to,
one of my favorite things to say is a chick turned 25 every day.
right?
Mm.
Younger is better, no matter how you slice it.
Hey, that beauty is preserved. That body's preserved.
Younger is
Got
better,
a whole nother 20 years of beauty.
right? Yeah. Younger is better, no matter how you
But do
slice
they want you? Because if younger
Oh
is
man,
better,
we gonna
there's niggas
always
that's
stay
younger.
in shape. Do this. Go ahead, Chauncey. Go ahead. Let's see it.
Y'all are so silly.
It's not that they don't, but listen, younger women have always dated older men because older men tend to have their life more together and be more mature. A 25-year-old man is not as mature as a 25-year-old woman, and they don't have as much going on money wise, career wise. Like a man is supposed
A
to,
30-year-old woman is young to a 45-year-old man.
but what I'm saying, period, though, right? If you get a younger woman, a man's job is to when you're courting a woman, you going after them, like you're supposed to create experiences. You're supposed to be trying to win them over. Like you ever see the birds and stuff with the pretty feathers, and they're trying to get the woman's attention.
The peacocks, yeah, they
Man is trying to impress a woman.
right.
So if you get a younger woman that's more impressionable and that can be impressed, that ain't every man ain't already did this, or they didn't grow up and make money and do it for themselves because the man never did it. Now a man can't impress you. Like, oh, I'm gonna take you to Paris. I've been there before. You're not impressed. You know what to expect. I've been here. I did this. I done that. I already bought my own house. I like a man cannot impress a woman that's older the same way. And then if a woman's younger, she's more impressionable. She's easier to mold into what you want your wife to be like, because she's not already set in her ways. So you can't never beat
I
younger.
can understand that.
Can't never beat younger. Not that older women aren't great, and they're not, because if you like an older woman that's already got herself together and things are put together, then but just know you can't. She might not be susceptible to following your lead because she's already led herself this far. So
Mm-hmm. Set in their ways. Yeah, that's true.
some are okay with, you see women talk about how good they are being alone all the time. They okay with women would rather buy a cat, grow old and die with their cat and be the cat lady.
That's he always
Nah, let me tell you, they fall in love with Jesus, or they go to school, get a master's degree, and then they get a cat.
But either way it goes, though, it's like, think about this though.
I'm just fucking with y'all.
We are all growing older and dying alone, right? And women they rather not get along and be led by a man, and he could be a good man, doesn't matter. They don't want to relinquish that power. They would rather die alone than to have to relinquish some of their power and let a man be over them, let a man lead them and be somebody's wife.
Well, to be fair, a lot of us have given men that and it went left.
But that's at a young age with somebody, once again, that's not that mature. But that's why women are always better with the man that's a little bit older, even if she's 25 and he's 30, right?
I believe that.
Even if she's 25 and he's 30. Men shouldn't be with older women because they become like a mother figure with you.
Right.
And
Yeah.
supposed to lead you. So your first leader, it should be your father. Who's your father figure? Who was your leader and led the house and led your mom? That's how
Mhm.
it should be. So women getting with a man that's slightly older, he ain't got to be 50 and she's 25. No. But if he's 30 and she's 25 or 32, she's 25, 26, and he's got that maturity under his belt, he didn't hoard around and did all this shit and traveled and hit all the chicks. Like I done did all that. So for me,
Mhm.
I'm open to any kind of relationship. If I come across somebody that I see that kind of potential with, which
Mhm.
sometimes I do, but they be, women today be on that bullshit. And I'm, as soon as you show me the signs that it probably shouldn't be, or I bite, I'm okay, I bit,
I see that.
saved it. But I'm just saying, I think younger women are always better with men a little bit older than them because the maturity is there, the self-control is there, you
Nah,
know.
so let me tell you something. Let me pitch in real quick. I don't. Let me tell you something. I don't necessarily need a younger woman though. I'm having the most fun with an older chick right about now, and we not even touching each other. We just talking, having 3-hour phone conversations. Like as long as you can find someone that you find some value in,
Mhm.
and even if we don't even be together, we just become some good friends. Man, make your life exciting. Go live. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have no fucking husband right now or no. Just don't. I think too many people is putting too much pressure because of the time, and,
Think
and it's not about that. It's about your human experience before you die. But there's
whatever
no
makes you
race.
happy. I always tell
So let
people,
me,
if you're
so let,
happy single, be single. Because let me tell you what happened to me at a young age. This is his little story time. I married my daughter's dad when I was 25 because I felt pressured. We had the big glorious wedding. I told you guys this story before. And I always felt like, well, wait, like hold on, like am I ready? We had pressure from his family, pressure from my family, and it was like I know that's what I'm supposed to do. We have a kid. A guy wants to marry me. This is what I'm supposed to do. But deep in my heart, even walking down the aisle, I never said this out loud. Even walking down the aisle, it didn't feel right. I was like, I don't want to do this, and I felt so pressured, and that's why it didn't work. And because I was trying to do the right thing. I was trying to live by the book, and it didn't. Right. So yeah, I agree. Live your life. Don't.
Listen, my mom's, she's been divorced for almost 20 something years. Her boyfriend got a big house in the East Lake, and she got a house out there in Chula Vista. They don't live with each other, but they go spend quality time together
And
when
they're
they do.
happy. Yeah.
Feel me? So there's that traditional thing don't have to be for everybody.
Yeah.
Your whole life is for you to be happy. But if you base your life on someone else's life, you're never gonna be happy. So go do what you feel like. Like when people
Makes
hit me
you
up
happy.
like, "Oh, you got 2 baby moms," so I honestly don't even need no other baby mamas. I don't need nobody. I already did my thing. It's not about me no more. It's about my kids. But
Yeah.
if I do run into someone who doesn't mind my children, who still want to find out about me, someone who values me, okay, I'm gonna give them the best me. Boom, we Gucci.
Yeah.
I'm not in no race. Y'all shouldn't be in no race. Nobody should be in no race to go find something that they think is gonna make them feel better or be a better human. Just go be happy, do what you do. You know what I mean? It'll happen when it needs to happen.
Agreed.
So shit happens.
Yeah.
I hear you,
But
but
on the flip side, on the contrary, too, like if you think that will make you happy, go get you a partner.
Yeah.
you know what,
Just do
what
whatever it is that makes you happy. If you want to get a fucking cat and raise plants, do that. Don't feel bad, like, oh, I should probably go get a man because society says being with cats and plants, which is what makes me happy, is wrong. Maybe I should go find a man.
But listen,
Now you stuck with Joe the plumber
that's not
that you don't
making
even like just because you feel like you need to go get a man,
that's not, but listen, that's not making nobody happy. They're lonely, so they're going to do that to subsidize what's going on in their life or how they really feel. So they go get a companion because they don't have a man. That's why you want a companion. So, but as far as especially what you like, even what you're saying, right? You have 3 kids with 2 different women, right? You got
Yep.
2 boys and a daughter with two different women, and you dating somebody else older. You've already kind of not burned yourself out on it or the idea, but it's like if you're in that situation, right, and you've already did this and you already did that, like even you, Rady, you say you wish you would have stuck out with that first marriage and all that, like you have regrets of it. You said that in past episodes,
I
right?
did, yes. He was a good man. He was a good man, but I was just too young. I wasn't
Right.
even mature enough.
Right, but I mean, at 25, we should be mature enough. But
I wasn't.
what's fucking us up is the world. You're saying the world is pressuring you to go get a man. The world has been the world since the beginning of time. This new social media shit is what's pushing us to not do that. Oh, just go live your life and go do all this stuff. We wasn't meant to be out here having sex with multiple men, fuck buddies, multiple women, fuck buddies, and just being out here in the world doing what we do. Now
You got a point. You
now
have
Well,
done it.
men are
Wait.
designed to go
Hold on,
fuck
hold on.
a bunch of women.
Hold on, hold on, hold
Women
on.
are not designed to go fuck a
Hold on.
bunch of men.
Hold on. Well, I mean, yeah, what 10 men could populate the earth, some crazy shit. But I'm just saying, but in general, what I'm saying in it just period is no, like women used to go and get married, be married and stay married. 25 is actually
Right.
probably a perfect age for two young people to get together, get
You
married.
actually have a good point, because let's say I wasn't happy the first, 6 years. Now, as I matured, I probably would have been, or we maybe would have had another kid, or maybe it would have grown into that. And a lot of older people do say that, like, get with a man, a good man, you'll learn to love him. A lot of older women say that.
It's the distractions that we have.
Yeah.
It's the distractions that we have in general, right? This life that we live is full of distractions. You're everything, social media, everything's distraction. It's big booties bouncing everywhere on social media. Every time you open it up, you can't even look at funny shit or look at what's going on, political debates. I mean, it's on there, but you're always gonna see all these different distractions, things that you got so many niggas in a chick DM or whatever, vice versa. Niggas is seeing things that they like because we appealing. But if you was to rid your life of so many distractions, like a lot of people I know that don't use social media, meet someone organically, and they're able to kind of focus in on one person, and even if you don't love them, right, you're able to grow and mature with this person versus like, oh, am I ready, am I not ready? 25 is a good age because you don't want to waste your best years, right, you could be making memories with somebody that's great, that you're compatible with, that you get along with, and the love starts. When Black people used to need each other and they used to marry and stay together, and it wasn't no thought in their mind, like everybody says, oh, I wanted that marriage, like this person's grandparents been together 60 years, 50 years, this person's parents been together 45 years, right? Oh, I want that for myself. But they made a conscious decision at a young age to be together, have a family, have children, and enjoy the simplicities of life. We don't want to do that. We want vacations all
right. The rah, yeah.
But
sure.
women that don't know.
There's been arguments over vacation. Should we bring the kids? Should we not? Why not? We should. We should.
So there's a point of selfishness and there's a point of providing experiences for your children. But we live in a place of selfishness in today's world. So
it got to make sense.
I have a daughter, right? And I take her places and I don't take her places. It has to make sense. I took her to Chicago. I'm doing a fantasy draft league with my friends, with my cousin and my homies, right? But I have aunts and uncles that live in Chicago that she hardly gets to see and I hardly get to see. So I was like, well, if I'm going to go all the way to Chicago, I have to go and spend a couple of days with them. So if I'm going to go spend a couple of days with them, let me take my daughter. I'll take her to Chicago. She gets a great experience. We walked around the city. We went out to eat and this and that. She got to see how pretty it was. I had my aunt come pick her up that night, Friday night. Now, this next, tonight and tomorrow, I got in the city with just me and my homeboys, and I'll go up north to where my aunt is at, and then we'll all go do our family thing together. But she can go be with family while I go do my guy thing. So you have to think about what makes sense and what doesn't. Now, if we was going to New Orleans or somewhere else, and I don't have no family there, of course she's not going. I'm not harboring my child right now. This is not that kind of trip.
Right.
In general, without having all these distractions, making a conscious decision at a young age and growing up, because at the end of the day, when your kids grow up and they hitting 18 and 21 and they figuring out what they want to do with their life, college, military, working, trade school, whatever, and they start to get their independence, of course you're still there for them, but when they 12 and 15 and they already hanging out with their buddies and they don't want you walking them to class anymore, they ain't giving you kisses when they hop out the car anymore. Like when they are in their room talking on the phone, playing a game and spending time with their friends, and it's not about you no more. You're back by yourself. That companionship shit that you put on in your child, was good until your child got grown and now you ain't got her no more. So that's why we are intended to be with somebody that we can spend our days and our time with, because people get the feeling of loneliness, and God didn't put you on this earth to be lonely. That's
No,
why.
yeah, humans are social creatures for sure. That is true. But a lot of times too, like I said, and now that you're right, and I agree with you, and I
I'm
agree
always
with you. But
right.
let me just throw a little nuance in there. Sometimes, like I said, um, relationships aren't beautiful. Sometimes they cause a little bit of trauma. You do want that bond, but this happens a lot to men and women. I'm not just talking about women and men. Niggas ain't shit. It happens. It happens. Men experience this too, where the relationships are horrible. So now you have this bad taste in your mouth, stigma, if you will, about relationships, and you're kind of cool for a minute, not forever, but you're like, I literally cannot stand a motherfucker around me. I need 4 years of nothing.
Why does that happen? Most of the time we choose people based off of what we like versus what we need. And we try to think that we can change people that we can't. So that's why that kind of shit generally happens when people meet people and they both have good intentions, and they have, they're on the same page. You don't got to be the same, but you're compatible and you already know this is a good person. A lot of time we choose to ignore all the red flags, from abusive people to mentally disrespecting people, mental abuse, physical abuse, whatever, their lifestyle, their habits. We see this, and then we still choose to, I'm going to deal with that person anyway because I really like him, and you fall in love with him, and you let people
I can
run
change
all
them.
over. Right. You think you could change them, and you let them run all over you until it gets to the point where you learn to hate them, but they ain't do nothing wrong. They just did the same shit that they've been doing, being the same
They're
person.
just being them. Yeah.
They're just being them. So that's generally what that happens, and we're just choosing people that we know is not good for us. We're choosing
You
what
got a point, Chauncey. I like debating with you because
But
you
I'm
have great
always,
points.
because the crazy thing is I'm always right, but I know we're going over. So we same bad time, same bad channel. To my lovely co-host,
Bye, y'all.
and Rashad, the best photographer in the West. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with the best.
He did.
We'll holler.